LFY's turn to ban. TNC's turn to ban. Turn to ban.
Oh, that was such a great introduction. Well played.
5 seconds remaining.
You should do the boxing kind of intro.
TNC's
Oh, the left corner.
We have TNC. I don't think my microphone is really suitable to be loud, so sorry for your ears. But Tusk first overall pick though to get things started here for TNC. Something a little different from the previous games we've seen.
How different? We've seen this a few times. Short block the off lane, so you get the XP for the off laner.
It's more like we haven't seen it first pick, at least not when I was casting. Maybe you did.
First two pick.
Yeah, but this is first overall, Winter. It's a very select, special place.
Okay.
Yeah, so you mainly, when you pick the Tusk this early, you feel like it's really just about that early shard block, or?
Multi-role hero can be off lane, and you do the shard block yourself. Still about the shard block. And of course his utility throughout the game, he's giving you a save, a stun, a BKB piercing disable, good Roshan control from the sigil.
Well, LFY, a recipe we have seen a lot of. It's this SK Wyvern combo, big team fight for them.
I'm really liking this two combo. I actually like it more than the Slaughter Wyvern that teams have been. Like, I think that got popularized by VG Gaming, like Lamb's team. This duo is actually really good together because of the when you smoke as this two, you can get kills. You curse the carry, then the Sand King preps the epi and you stun in. I've played this combo like a few times in pubs. Feel it's really good.
And you know, it gives you like still reasonably strong lanes. The heroes scale well into late game. The SK can go to the jungle if the lanes are going well. So there's a lot of flexibility, and you know, there's even that option to maybe run the SK in a core role depending on the matchup.
Yeah, core offlane Sand King, something that I think that it has a lot of potential. I got the inspiration from Mr. Moo, and I watched him play his offlane Sand King.
Mr. Moo.
Yeah.
I think General was the one who really started doing it a lot first, like a year ago or something, right?
The one that you do now is a lot different because you have a different build. The talents are different. Like a overall different kind of playstyle for the Sand King, where I like it when he doesn't prioritize getting blink at all. He just buys his drums and runs around and set up kill for his team.
Gotcha. Well, I guess it shows the strength of the SK that through different patches and play styles, he can still be a high impact hero. Got the Silencer banned now, so not a hero we see banned as often.
It's good against Wyvern and Sand King. You break their combos, and TNC is a team that likes their position 5 Silencer a lot. I know T-Burn, maybe not they, but T-Burn likes to put a lot of emphasis on like wave clear and push out. He's always on a Rubik, Jakiro, Silencer, chopping out lanes and being useful in team fights.
Oh, TNC will ban the Chaos Knight, which we have seen a decent amount of actually, though he hasn't been very successful. But LFY head straight for the Batrider, so lots of initiation. The counter perhaps to that is this Nyx, TNC. Grab him nice and early.
Good Nyx pick, good against all 3 heroes.
The combo breaker.
I mean, the second phase bans of TNC, they took out the Terrorblade and the CK. It's telling me that they don't want to have to deal with some kind of last pick that is very hard to deal with. Like those heroes, when you pick in a 4th or 5th corner, can be very problematic.
Yeah, kind of like the Broodmother ban we saw last game.
Similar.
So LFY now, they'll need their damage dealers, their carries, their...
They need their morphing, man.
Seems like a pretty good morph game so far.
Morph is a strong hero, like a broken, like OP hero, whatever you wanna say. You know.
I guess he's not broken enough for people to like first pick.
I mean,
not
because
seeing him that early.
There's counters in the game.
But
him.
If there are counters, is he really broken?
Still, he's broken. Like, look at him. How can a hero farm that fast and end the game? He's supposed to be a hard carry, but why is he ending games like he's not a hard carry? Like he ends the game 20-25 minutes. How is that a hard carry? But he is a hard carry.
That's a riddle I can't answer for you, but I guess LFY aren't that sold on it. Because they go Quap.
Wings. Good wait, they go what? They go Quap?
LFY go Quap, yeah.
Huh?
Am I hallucinating, or are you just surprised?
Where's the Dragon Knight? Where's the...
yeah. It could be a safe lane Quap, you know, who knows? Maybe maybe Monet's gonna play it, leave Super's hero open for the last pick.
But he's
there's a Razor though, do you really want to play DK?
He can't play Dusa as well. Maybe that's the idea of the Razor. You make it... But he doesn't care if he loses his lane, you know, that guy. I mean, Quap is definitely a good matchup for Razor and mid, because you can blink away from the static lane.
Super has lost more lanes than most Dota players will ever win, and he still won probably half of those games, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's fine with it.
He has won more prize money than people who have won their lanes.
There you go. Suck on that, noobs.
It's gonna be like something like a morphing AM last pick, I'm sure. They have a lot of like wave clear / catch. That's how you want to set up for like a big carry hero. Or you pick like a lifestealer to fight, but there's a Razor and Tusk. Those two heroes are really good against lifestealer. For TNC, they're trying to... I think they are putting a lot of priority on like getting good lanes down right now for them. Like picking like good matchup and making sure they get a good lane.
Now TNC will slightly show their hand here now. Razor actually headed to the safe lane. The SF will be the mid. A lot of control for that SF though.
You know, Razor has gone to the offlane recently. They are, you know, Richie has run offlane Razor.
Like by himself, or like as part of a tri-lane?
Not. Like with an Ogre or like a Clockwork Tusk.
Yeah, what am I smoking? Of course.
Yep. So they take out the Chikiro because they know that that's what T-Burn likes to play, like the push-out hero. Right now, maybe he's gonna play like some... Don't know if he's gonna play Rubik, but I know he likes the hero. Recently he hasn't been playing much Rubik.
5 seconds
the hero was very popular at Dream League, one of the most popular supports.
AA seems okay because of the Wyvern, and they have Tusk and Nyx to set up Ice Blast. Or they go for like some Oracle, so they have a save against Bat Rider.
Do you like Oracle right now?
It's okay. Not bad, because they have a lot of magic damage. But he's not so good in the lane. But it's against a bad Sand King. The enemy doesn't really have like a strong pressure lane. So, could work.
Yeah,
and
this is not like your Ogre pick, you know, where it's just gonna be charging you in the laning stage.
They're Razor, so Razor itself is a strong laner. I mean, Rubik and Razor definitely like has more synergy in the lane compared to Oracle Razor. But I think either pick would be good because there's a lot of good spells to steal as Rubik this game. Sand King, Wyvern, the Quap, you have Blink, so a lot of options. And I definitely don't think they'll run like a two double melee support Tusk and Nyx. I think Sam Hesh is gonna play the one of them, and they're gonna pick a range hero for T-Burn.
PL also getting banned, so all the illusion heroes removed, and it was the Rubik. Good call there. Winter the Oracle is back, though. The Oracle itself is
I mean,
not.
dude, it's a no-brainer. They're gonna pick Morphling or AM, you know?
Don't be so modest, dude. You're the best.
Ah, the passive-aggressive Gorman is back.
that was kind words. No passive aggression. Can I praise you for good analysis?
Because you never do.
Bro.
Okay, back to the game. So LGD has this kind of like mid-centric draft. They usually don't focus on winning the lane so much, but this game they've been... I would say they put a little more focus by having the co-op, but I'm not sure if that's the case or it's just because they want the blink against the Razor. They don't want like a bad mid matchup. Because if you think about Super's heroes, right, the heroes that he plays, they are all bad against Razor. Medusa, Dragonite, what's the other one?
You played some Death Prophet.
Yeah,
I guess Death Prophet's okay.
Yeah, they all lose their lanes. I mean, Death Prophet, yeah, it's okay, but it's like a maybe 40-60 matchup for Razor.
So Quap versus Razor, you'd say, is pretty even?
Yeah, even. Because I mean, he can't really drain your damage because of Blink, and you just last it in the lane. And by default, you have higher. Look at the damage by default. Razor doesn't have items now, but he's gonna be like maybe 52 with the Wraith Band. 52, 53, and Quap is 59 with the Null and the Branch.
Yeah, so she should have the CSing advantage, most likely. Do you see the supports really even like being able to make a move on mid? Razor definitely more gankable than Quap, but
no, it's a I mean it's a SF mid, but I'm saying they were thinking about that before when they.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Sorry, I'm zoning out here. Let's zone back in, guys. We've got LFY taking on TNC. Best of one match here. Very important. TNC doing pretty good in the groups, 3-1 coming into this. LFY 2-3. So definitely not out of it. One of the stronger contenders, I think most would say, coming into the tournament, and high expectations for a team that performed so well at TI. See what they can get done here. They did smoke early, and they are going for the invasion play. Will they find anyone?
Looks like the Rubik is probably gonna be the guy that they run into.
T-Bin, he did not see this. He moved a little bit too far away, but he gets eyes on Afu. And he'll just taunt away to safety.
The fucking taunt when you break a smoke at level 1.
Oh, it's a thing of beauty.
30 seconds to battle.
So lanes are gonna be, I think, default lanes right now. Everyone's just gonna be like a safe lane, like 2-1-2 probably for TNC, and 2-1, maybe 1-1-2 and a free laner. Like Sanki's gonna be running around everywhere, pull creeps for Bat Rider, try to gank mid.
How much kill potential do you see for this SK early? Is there anywhere he can gank?
There's definitely kill potential. It's a co-op against SF mid. Easy kill there, but obviously the Tusk, you know, is gonna be there. Oh, he's not going to block the off lane, so the off lane is gonna pull. Okay, that makes sense. He's gonna pull, so he's gonna just emphasis on helping this Shadowfiend, because Shadowfiend needs, I would say, 3 minutes of babysitting at the start, maybe 2. Okay.
Well, Sam H gonna get a free wave here. Nobody to try and pressure him off of it. Morphling now gonna TP down.
I mean, I would say that if you look at the map, right, I would say it's easier for Dire to defend the pull, you know, when the offlaner is trying to pull. Because of the ramp, you look at the ramp at the Dire side, like this area is easier to defend. It's harder for the opposing team to get a pull off. But meanwhile, there's like a try mid, sorry.
Yeah, meanwhile, all mid mode. This looks like my pubs.
So the Bat Rider was mid, he went mid to help, and the Sanking was top at the start.
Yeah, we've had some musical lanes and last minute rotations for sure. I guess TNC wanted to try and harass the Quap before she gets the blink and becomes a lot more difficult to deal with, but now she's level 2. SF getting the 5 souls early, so doing pretty well in that regard.
Oh my god. He denied both the range creeps.
Sorry, I moved the camera. Who did?
No, SF.
SF did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got another range creep deny. That's actually huge, like in the start of the game still. looking at the level discrepancy, like they're almost the same level, and SF had 3 heroes in mid. But same goes for the Corp. He actually still had 3 heroes. But so the lanes are gonna settle down. Sanking Bat Rider to off lane. This is gonna be annoying for the Bat Rider. I mean, sorry, for the Razor, like the sticky napalm, so he can't really sap the Bat Rider's damage.
CS seemed pretty well now. He's actually the leader, 6 and 5 so far. But Super getting pressured. We'll have to blink out from the shard. So getting Cuckoo continuing to get that babysit.
They have this kill. I think they have the kill. Yeah.
Oh,
Good heads up play there, knowing the blink is on cooldown.
well, it sounds like it was a great heads up play. My camera work was slightly less heads up, so missed it sadly.
Pretty much what happened was he shots the first time.
Yeah, he blinked out.
And then he still stayed around to take a last hit, and then he just snowballed him. And he brought the SF in the snowball. So easy kill.
Cool. It's almost like you watched it, guys. Well, I'll try not to miss any more. They're thinking about jumping on Raven here. Does commit the plasma field. 3 napalm charges. This might be an opportunity for Afu, and simultaneously they are going on to Sam H. Could be 2 kills. Goes for the TP out. He'll make it, and Sam H also able to just walk away to safety.
That's like a huge blow to the Razor in a lane. I talk about this time and time again. Razor not having a good start, that is problematic for that hero, because he's meant to have a good start.
That's a good word. I like that word. Problematic.
Like
this is also
like you problematic.
I'm problematic as a human being, or just as a caster,
or? Problematic friend.
Problematic as a friend.
Yeah, because there's a lot of food that you don't want to eat. So when we go up to decide for food, you're like, nah, I don't want this. I need.
Yeah,
that.
I don't like eating like brain of the dog, bro. Okay, sue me.
No, bro, because you're on keto diet, we can't have rice. And we can't go to noodles place. You need like protein.
I'm not eating keto right now, so I can eat rice. But whenever I'm with you, I'll be sure to be on my no rice diet just to trigger you.
Fine. So everything is commencing as normal right now with SF having a huge lead in the mid lane. No thanks to his teammates and the first blood on the Corp.
Yeah, things looking quite good for TNC.
Yeah. They are winning. They're losing the top lane, but they're winning the mid lane, which I would say they are winning the mid lane more than they are losing the top lane. So it's good for them. And bottom is like reasonable.
Are there any like adjustments you want to see out of LFY here, or just kind of have to stick with it for now?
Not really though. They're just gonna wait for the morphing to get farmed. Like always, like the first 10 minutes of the game when you have morphing. It's all about making sure the morphing gets a really good game, and then he's gonna be a huge problem for the enemy team. And now Super just blinked out with his Corp. I'm sure he's gonna be much safer this time.
He's keeping about 1 million miles of distance this time around. Looks like the SK is kind of roaming at this point. Fu gonna head back top though. Does have a smoke. See if he sees an opening to use it. Does get the ward down in flames, doing a bit of creep pulling.
He wants to like place vision right now before. I think before you smoke, you want to have like some vision now, so you are able to have a better idea of where you want to smoke to, where the enemy heroes are. It's gonna be quite a quiet game for now. Like
Super, man, he's getting punished mid. How much regen has he gone through?
SF bro and TP bot, so this would be, they're gonna try to kill the Nixia with the Sand King's rotation. He placed a, so basically you see what he did, he placed a ward top, he got dewarded, but he placed another ward mid before he TP'd bottom. He takes care of everyone else before he moves. Oh,
good opening here. Splinter Blast to start off. The burrow comes through. Sam H not able to carapace this just yet, and last hit should be going here to Monet. Nice clean kill for LFY, and as you mentioned, got the ward down mid too.
Yeah, but his top ward got dewarded. He actually got 2 wards down, one for the off lane and one for the mid. It's like, all these kind of things tells you about the system and how the team plays and how they, you know, prioritize certain stuff. All the small things that count, you know. Larry David.
Little things are important, I agree.
Sand King? Is he in trouble? Probably not. Oh, there's still a snowball. He doesn't want to stun yet. But he might be forced to stun.
Oh, decent attempt to slow there, but all aboard. The Afu hate train gets the 2-hero burrow. Might be enough to save him, actually. The Nick's stun ready, but I don't know if he would have gotten it off in time. And now Super coming in from the side. This is something that Shadow Fiend can offer you. Afu, one more auto attack. Can't really get away. Looks like the Scorpion wins that battle, and now the Bug. I'll have to limp back.
He's a cockroach. Yeah, whatever.
Are you an entomologist, Winter?
Never mind, the cockroach has a bracer. What? He has a bracer?
Dude, if cockroaches could buy items, that'd be real scary.
So he's actually going for drums, yeah. Because drums has been, like... The buff was really good. Now, it seems everyone is buying drums.
Oh, Cuckoo, left alone. Finally, LFY, they'll get the opening mid. It's the Wyvern setting things up with this Arctic Burn. Scores the kill again.
Yep, level 2 burn at level 3. So he has the extra attack range to get the slow on. So that was a big bounty for LFY. Great momentum swinger for Super. Allows him to catch a breather. Look at his items, he's so far behind the SF. Gosh.
Definitely playing the catch-up game at this point.
I mean, he's used to it, right? It's kind of like a bad thing that you're behind, but he's so used to it that he's one of the better players to be put in this kind of situation. He always still does his thing and he makes the right play, doesn't get picked off too much. You know, when players get a bad laning phase, they usually get picked off a lot because they're trying really hard. Like they're pushing things, you know, when they're trying to catch up and they die.
Overextending, just pressing a little too much
because they feel like, oh crap, I'm really far behind. I have to, you know, push things a little bit more, try to take more risks when I farm, and that's usually when they start to fall even more behind because they die more.
Well, I guess the only issue I do see for Super here, Winter, is that normally his hero, yeah, he's a quap. His heroes normally take towers, right? Like Dragon Knight, Death Prophet. You know, he's just Medusa. Maybe not the best tower sieger, but just so tanky that you can't really push her away too easily. But the Quap doesn't really do that.
Quap is like a different hero. It's like giving Super a pot. Oh, in flame.
Oh, they push back Raven. This is a big dive. The Rubik not quite in the right position to assist his friend, the Razor. Roasting in the flames. Down he goes, but Sam H looks for the trade. In comes the Wyvern as well. Again, DDC looking for the assist, but they do chain stun down the SK, and on the north side, the Batrider ended up falling. That last Plasma Field just licking him.
Yep, and he got hit by the Carapace as well. I mean, it's not too bad. They made space for the other lanes, even though they lost 2. They got the Razor, so I don't think it was that bad. Like, 2 lanes are still farming, gives Super room to breathe. SF has, on the other hand, walked down to the bot lane to start to deal with this morph, because he's the best hero, I would say. Like, when you're up against morph, right, you don't want to keep the offlaner down there all the time, because the offlaner is going to get bullied throughout the laning phase. At some point, you want to send like a stronger hero down so that you can actually slow down the progression of morphing. Mid lane. You
can see Sam H is used to these Nixes. Good sentry there top, but the turnaround attempted here by Cuckoo gets the raise off the lasso.
He missed!
Off the mark, Super! Still get the kill. The Burrow Strike coming in. This might be salvaged just yet. LFY! Oh, Super's down. He doesn't get off the next scream. And Afu also gonna pay. It's 3 heroes falling. Just a slight miss. It looked like it might have tickled him, the animation, but not accurate enough.
Whose fault was that?
Yeah, it's hard to know.
Did the Batrider actually pull him out of the wave, or...?
He kept on pulling him, yeah, but I mean, you know, I think it's just communication, you know?
No, but the thing is that you can't miss the wave as well, right?
It's a pretty big cone. It's pretty hard to miss. It's when you're close. When you're close is like when it's easiest to miss.
Oh yeah, I heard people say that when they play co-op. It's easier to miss the close ones.
Now Monet does get found here bottom, but he is relatively tanky. Strength morphing up, still has the stick. Yeah, you ain't ganking a Morphling. Get out of here, TNC. LFY say. They'll keep the pressure up with Sam H, though. He does see a more killable target, that SK. And Monet's going to TP out. This could be the opening now. They're going on Afu. Stun. All connecting beautifully with the Plasma Field coming through. TNC net that SK kill, and that will be a lot of tower damage with the Catapult here as well, if they can keep it alive. Will they keep that siege creep up? No.
So they're gonna get their first tower, it seems, here for TNC. And they're gonna at the same time send Sam H to defend top. Oh, good play! Mr. Monet morphing into the Nyx to stun him.
Meanwhile, a battle of two fire wizards as 1437 tries to get away, but the napalm on him, and that last auto attack scores the kill. Inflame, the master of flames, at least today. Still, this tower is not dead, bottom winter. It looks like they might hold it, not keeping that siege creep alive.
Should be dead.
Could have come back to haunt TNC. They're gonna lose someone here. Tim's pulled in. Tower now in deny range. Ooh, that hurts.
And they got the last hit on the tier 1 at top, and they're gonna deny the. Okay, perfect. LFY, good moves there. Good moves there. TNC being a little greedy, like they didn't want. I mean, I can understand too. Like when you're taking a tower, you want to defend at the same time. Like teams, the great teams are very good at multitasking. They defend and they take the enemy tower at the same time. That was kind of a move that didn't work out for TNC. Right idea, but didn't work out for them.
Oh, nice spell steal here for 1437. Gets the level 4 waveform. We'll be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's very useful. Any repositioning spell is great for Rubik.
They do try to jump on Cuckoo a little bit here, but not committing fully. Wise choice. Meanwhile, the smoke attempt from TNC leading with the Vendetta Nyx, but the sentries have been really on point. DDC had one top earlier, and he's got one again mid. He's just ready for these Sam H rotations.
Yep, and Rubik with the smoke places down like one deep ward, and he's gonna place another deep ward. So getting two really crucial vision here, and Afu seems like he's going to be in trouble.
His jungle warded, and now his bottom lane a wreckage as the snowball comes in. The Afu hate parade is in town. Death by the uppercut.
Yep, and usually Super is taking towers, you know, at this stage, but because of the hero that he's been given this time around, it's actually very different from the normal heroes that he's been playing. Like you mentioned, he has a bad laning phase, but he's still hitting towers and pressuring towers. But that's not how you want to, you know, play Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain is more like you go for the kills. You try to react to a dive by the enemy. That's number one. Or two, you try to make a move with your team.
But the problem, Winter, is they don't have a blink yet. Bat's close to it. SK nowhere near it.
But still, if you move around with the pop and the Sand King just like lands a stun, it's still gonna be a lot of damage for you to secure a kill with the co-op rotation.
So like, do you feel like there's been opportunities for him to move, or?
I mean, he's not trying to create the opportunity. Like, obviously there's no clear opportunities, but he's not trying to create the opportunity.
Oh, now the attribute shift. Easy 1400 health for the Rubik. Meanwhile, Super that does get caught out. He's got the ult. Does he let it fly? Nope. Down he goes. TNC managed to kill him off. Now the Burrow Strike through. They're going to commit here. Wanting to bring down Raven. But the big ultimate from the low ground. Cuckoo trying to turn this fight around. Now the move forward. 1437 in position. The Batrider Blink debut. Lassos up the Shadow Fiend. Can they finish him off? They do. He pops. Tim's on the run as well. That's the TP though. Should be able to get out of here.
Two big kills for LFY.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. They get vision on him. They've got the Winter's Curse. Tries to TP. The Flame Break just missing. They still find him. And that should be the death of Mr. Tim's in all likelihood. Snowball, punch. Anything he can do to frustrate LFY, but they get the kill regardless. That's 3, and Super, well, his sacrifice apparently a noble one.
It's all part of a plan, yeah? That's what you're gonna say?
This is Superman we're talking about here.
So they have their momentum here with the blink right now, and 50-second cooldown. Sand King needs some time to get his dagger, so this Wyvern, the Queen has to move. Like, he hasn't used his Sonic Wave for the past few minutes. Like, he has to like connect to a rotation or make a move to use this Sonic Wave to create time for the Morphling and Sand King to get the blink and the Lincolns. He can't just keep, you know, sitting in his lane and farm, and then something happens, he gets ganked, and the team reacts to it. They were kind of lucky at that point. They got 2 kills in return, but what if they didn't get the kill and he still died? Then it would be really bad for him to be always sitting in the lane.
Yeah, and you can see like Monet is getting pressured here bottom. Sam H pushing him off of the lane. There's those deep wards up, so it's not like he's getting free farm on the Morphling, although he is the leader. Now he's starting to have to play defensively.
Sand King needs some time to farm too. It's not only just the Morphling. And like you said, there wasn't, I mean, I agree, there wasn't really clear opportunities for the co-op to make a rotation. But
you have to make your own luck.
Yeah, you have to sometimes try to make something happen instead of just waiting.
Snowball starting the fight off, but it's on the Batrider. Free for the Winter's Curse is DDC. Not seeing the opening just yet. The Carapace comes through. Raven very low. The Requiem from the low ground, forcing them back, burrowing into this absolute chaos is Afu, but he gets lifted, turned around. Now the Curse coming out. Cuckoo won't be able to finish the job on anyone else. Batrider has fallen, though, and Afu on the run. 1437, one more auto tech gets the kill. He's got to buy back. They want to turn this fighter on. The Morling's in danger. The Quappled, another very painful miss there by Super, who continues to struggle in the Queen of Pain. They'll finally clean up Cuckoo, but they bought back for this. They need to get more. Still chasing Tim's out. Not going to be able to score the kill just yet. The lasso comes, it's on the Nyx. Can they find that kill? Punch through. Can't lose the Morphling, but they will. TNC somehow scrapping this one together. The Carapace cooling down soon. Not just yet. Super continues with the auto attacks, and Raven's back into the fray. TNC just not giving up yet as they look for this Batrider kill. This could be a dieback for Inflame, trying to make a play for the team. Will be healed up by the Wyvern, but also more time for Raven to sap his damage. Now hitting for 350 a pop. Wyvern has to respect the Razor.
That was all on the
boy.
top. He actually he hesitated too much. You know, initially the Razor didn't die. He could have just landed as like a two-man. He got really greedy. He could have just Sonic Wave 2 heroes and got the Razor kill and just whatever. But he tried to blink and get into an angle for like a three-man or four-man Sonic Wave. And then he didn't get the Sonic Wave because he blinked in and he screamed. And he got carapaced by the scream. And he couldn't use his Sonic Wave. And he was the fight was pretty much like screwed after that. And you know,
with like Pudge, you say it's not about the hooks you miss, but with Quap, it is about the ults you miss. Like that is a long cooldown.
How to miss Sonic Wave?
That one was a lot worse than the other one.
Yeah, that was a lot. Yeah, of course.
There was like no one even in the zip code.
The thing is, like he could have just used the Sonic Wave initially. This is like a huge sign of uncomfortable hero.
Yeah, he definitely does not feel comfortable. Do want to mention Monet also managed to deny himself to neutral somehow in that fight, so it's like a small piece of good news for LFY.
You know what? I mean, it might be the idea. Super is good at these few heroes. We don't really have to ban it. We just pick a hero that's really good against those heroes, and he can't pick his heroes, and he has to play another hero, and then we can ban like the other important heroes for the other players. Maybe that's like TNC's mindset coming into this series.
Do you think Super is that just Super needing to expand his hero pool then? Is that how you shake out on that?
Maybe, but or he could just be hard-headed and just still pick, because they didn't ban the heroes, you know. They just chose not to go for it.
I mean, do you really want a Dragon Knight versus Razor mid? Or I guess it ended up being a Shadow Fiend, but yeah, they'd already picked his hero by that point.
But maybe for his sake, you don't really care if it's a bad matchup, because he's playing his hero. I don't know if it's the best thing, but you definitely put into the account that he's best at those kind of heroes, that you might want to forego the fact that he's gonna have a hard lane.
And we have seen a lot of Super games where he has a hard lane, he gets crushed, but if he's on his comfort heroes, like he gets that Shadow Blade as Dragon Knight or Blink Dagger, and then he just starts finding kills. You know, they win a Roche fight with the Death Prophet, and they come back.
Yeah, but this could also be like a thing, like maybe the captain understands this, but the player wants to give his team confidence that he can play other stuff too, you know, for the team.
Super. The man who's being pressured here is TNC move in 2 heroes mid. One just to the north, Sam H, going for the Hood pickup.
Hood pickup, huh? Pretty useful against us, like all their heroes. A lot of magic.
A lot of magic damage, and they got the Veil as well.
And they want to end, because they want to end the game against the Morph. You want to hit like a snowball timing with the SF, and I mean not the Tusker snowball, but snowballing their lineup to end the game with the Razor and the SF. And you want to have like a pipe. You don't have like natural mech carrier, so maybe
they've got 2 hoods actually.
Yeah,
Razor has one as well.
No, Tusk can buy the mech. I'm retarded. Tusk can buy the mech. And
no, Tusk has a pipe queued up. They might be going triple pipe. They've got 2 hoods, another pipe in the quick buy, but bottom lane, hold that thought, is Monet making the move onto Raven here, but the ambush has been sprung. The trap set by Sam H, who gets the first kill of the fight, bringing down the Batrider. And now the turn, they blow up Monet. The Morphling's dead just like that. Mega kill streak ended.
He was making a cool move. Razor sapped his damage, he morphed into the Razor, and then he sapped his damage back. And then he thought he was cool, and then he got chain stun, and he couldn't morph back. And
he got blasted. Just died in an instant.
Yeah, but I think the Tusk should be building the mech. I don't know. I think one pipe and then someone should buy the mech. And Rubik will have his null field up, which is very useful this game, the defensive null field.
Yeah, they're going to be extremely strong against that magic damage, and you know, Morphling going for the shotgun build as well. So
it's going to be like a timing where they can end the game. Like they're hitting their timing soon. Like once, I think SF next item should be the BKB. Then they end the game with the BKB. BKB plus pipe on Nyx and maybe a mech on Tusk. That would be I think the most ideal. But they're going for a double pipe, I think. Or maybe the Nyx is not going a pipe, he's going to get like a dagger, and Tusk will build the pipe.
Yeah, I doubt we're gonna see all three of these be upgraded. With Hurricane Pike next on the list for Raven.
Definitely not. The Razor's not gonna upgrade his for sure.
Yeah.
But
double pipe could work.
I could see double pipe Nyx and Tusk, but I like I said, I prefer the pipe on the Nyx and then the mech on the Tusk. But either way, whatever's gonna happen right now is looking good for TNC. They're shuffling out their lanes and they're gonna continue to force objectives and get Roshan at some point.
They've now cobbled together a 4,000 gold lead, a slight kill lead, 15 to 13. Map control going their way as well, as TNC have only lost that one tower top 23 minutes in. So it's kind of limited LFY's ability to go for the ganks that you want to see with a Bat Rider, a Queen of Pain, a Sand King.
Yeah, Sand King just got his dagger, so so right now I think the plan is you have 3 heroes, Wyvern, Quap and Morphling. These 3 heroes are really good at shuffling out lanes. So you shuffle out the lanes and you send the Sand King and the Bat to camp, I think, different lanes. And you wait for your bait or whatever your target to appear. And you sit there. I think that's what they want to do right now. You need to pick them off and drag the game out for the Morphling.
Well, the sentries could definitely help with that. As Super running right by Sam H. The pings came out in a flurry, but the stun is still there. Can they get the follow-up? Doesn't seem like it. So Super will get away. Nobody really close.
Just to annoy him.
He's got the Vendetta up again. You know, I guess it was about to wear off. I mean, it is limiting the farm, though. You know, Super's hiding behind a tower. This is, as you've talked about, like the power of the Nyx.
Yeah, but I think they have to do the camping thing, or they have to try and do something, though. If they just do nothing and just shuffle out lanes, they're still gonna lose their towers.
Mid lane, action breaking out now, blinking into an immediate carapace. Sam H was ready for this, but still might be in trouble. Even trying to steal at Epicenter, does only get the Sandstorm. Now the curse deployed to Sam H. Another carapace coming out of this fight. They just can't kill that pesky cockroach. Finally, he will fall. Now Monet joining the fray as well.
It's not a normal cockroach, LD. He has a hood.
Yeah, very tanky. And you know that extra carapace, that extra stun could really turn the fight. 1437 will get blink though, so this could set up the next ganks. Wow. Now they have a reliable initiation.
He's so fat. He get his blink. Oh, you mean you got
He got stole the blink, yeah.
Okay, I thought he has dagger. I was like, what?
Keep it together.
Trying to. It's hard to keep it together when I'm with you.
Yeah, I know.
You bring out the worst.
But at least it's fun, right? You know, you're having a good time, right? Being your worst self. Blink twice if you're having fun, Winter.
Haha.
Here comes the snowball. Big jump onto Inflame. As Tim's gone in too far, though. Doesn't look like his Nyx will get there in time. The Morphling right backing away.
They have to take out this tier 1, then get Roche. They need to like keep speeding up the game. Wow, actually SF went for the use. So he actually went for the more of like the utility magic build, and he's very high movement speed. He's actually 550 move speed. Okay, sure, you know.
Seems good.
Nice talent, bro. But is this gonna be helpful for him to end the game though? I'm not sure. I still think he needs BKB.
Farming efficiency.
And
move quickly from camp to camp.
Solo kill potential with the use Requiem.
Yeah, very true. Though in theory, you know, TNC do want to be grouping here soon if they're trying to end it. We'll see if Cuckoo goes for that. They smoke up.
The thing with LFY is they're not getting pickoffs. They're like just camping and they're not getting the pickoffs to stall the game, you know. And right now, TNC are gonna get.
They're gonna go in. They started with the blink. They will break the Lincoln Sphere early, but still in position as the Wyvern gets a 2-hero curse. Pretty much ends the chance of killing that Morph. Can they find anyone else though? DDC, the lower hanging fruit. They pursue him. He flaps away to safety. The Batrider getting stunned for a moment, gets the Lincoln support from the Morph, continuing to retreat. They'll sacrifice the Wyvern and the ultimate, but they do get out, and Super, well, at least getting his opportunity to split push a little here. But this might be a tier 2 now. Gonna be a tough one to defend for LFY.
They got a tower, so I think it's okay for them. They just do the support.
I mean, it's just so hard to kill the Morphling. They get the perfect spell steal, they get the blink on the Rubik, they instantly break the Lincolns, they lift him, they chain stun him, but, you know, Wyvern just presses R and all of a sudden the fight just turns around.
You know what they need? Rubik has the attribute shift now, and then now they need the stun from the Morphling on the Rubik. Ha ha ha.
Sorry, they need, you cut out there, what were you saying?
Then they need the stun on the Morphling stun, because the Rubik has the...
Just yeah, I said you cut out, not like eat your microphone. No, he's got the stolen attribute shift, so he's at 1840 HP.
Yeah,
he is not an easy
stun.
kill.
He needs to steal the stun now.
So they're making a move top. Too late, it looks like. TP out already. Nick's just lying in wait. Monet is spending a decent amount of time now starting to like gank with the team, not just purely split pushing. I guess he doesn't feel very safe.
Nick's missing pressure.
It's TNC's turn to split push. Cuckoo going for a Lincoln's now.
Huh?
Still no big damage items. He's just like this utility Shadow Fiend.
You really don't care about getting a BKB, yeah? Just, even the Lincolns, I mean, he's good against the bat.
I guess he looks at it like there's a Winter's Curse and there's a Lasso, so there's a lot of ways to deal with a BKB.
Well, but you're still gonna need it for like, what, the Sand King? Sand King AoE, Batrider, Firefly, like there's so much damage from the other spells.
Well, only time will tell if this is
Pipe,
the build.
I guess just wait for the pipe. I guess you're gonna just rely on the pipe and the null field for that.
Monet racing his MH, but they're ready. This time it's LFY springing the trap. They were quick to pounce on him, but he gets up the Carapace. The hood keeps him alive, and oh, the Morphling, meanwhile, turning into a Nyx of his own, trying to turn this fight, but now needs to back away. The Quapo comes through. Super finally hits one. At least a couple of heroes caught in that. Morphling waving out. They will lock that Shadow Fiend down for the time being. The fight's starting to tip LFY's favor. Now they can deal with the SF Cuckoo. Isolated and surrounded a bit. Races away with the massive move speed, but chasing forward to Super. Gets off the Orchid, gets off the nuke. Burrow coming through, connects beautifully. The snowball dodge is there, but I don't think they have enough punching power to take this fight. Razor can be dealt with, or at least he should be dealt with. Tries to TP out, canceling the Tusk, and they will kill him off as well. 4 heroes for LFY.
Yep, Quab landing a 3-man Sonic Wave this time, not letting his team down. And like, like I said, the SF, you don't have a BKB, you just can't fight. He took so much magic damage, got controlled by Sand King, just dies. 550 move speed or not, yeah, it's nice, but you're not going to be able to fight.
Is it too late? Can you go back for the BKB now, or will it even matter?
But that fight matters so much for the game, you know, it changed the course of the game so much. They haven't even got their Roshan with their lineup.
And to make matters even better for LFY, Super hit a Sonic Wave. It's all going to plan now.
I mean, that was the original plan. You pick a hero, you're supposed to land the spells.
Well, sometimes shit happens in Dota. This Aegis is going to give LFY a little insurance in that department.
That's my line. You can't use my line, shit happens.
Sometimes shit happens is your line. How is that your line? That is like a timeless line, unrelated to Dota.
Okay.
You can't copyright that, Winter. Oh my goodness. This guy, the arrogance.
And you can copyright. They're all dead. Ha! Wow.
It's it's not the words, it's the delivery there. You know, that's why people quote it. If I was like, they're all dead. Wow. Do you really think it would have become a thing?
Those are still not my favorite.
they're not your favorite.
Yeah,
What's your favorite?
Dire's top tower
the ogre.
Dire's top tower is falling.
Something need to eat?
Of course not, ding ding.
Oh, that ogre. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're slow, like an ogre.
Well, I look like ogre according to you. I'm slow like ogre according to you. I lack the
Cast-
ability to shoot fireballs though, so I don't even have that going for me.
Cast your bloodlust on yourself.
Then I just move faster. Doesn't mean I'm smart.
Ogre is average, you know, you have 2.0 intelligence gain per level.
But you start from a deficit.
But eventually you catch up.
Well, that's Cuckoo's job with the race car build. You know, he's the man who should be catching people. He might get DDC here. See about that. Oh, pokes his little head up. That was a big mistake. This is everything's gone very wrong. Yules, Requiem. Oh, the curse comes out too, but not on Cuckoo. Not sure if they needed the Requiem there, but LFY are going to look to answer back now. They gank their way into this, smoking up and then thinking twice. But while they hesitate, TNC are decisive. They jump forward onto the Batrider, Lincoln Sphere, keeping him alive for now, but the damage is too much. He'll fall quickly.
Yeah.
Now 2 dead.
Morphling has his BKB. Batrider has buyback. Should be fine.
No Winter's Curse for this fight.
No worries. They can defend. Morphling has BKB. The Waterman has BKB.
And Super as well. Double BKB now. And not a whole lot to deal with BKBs here for TNC.
And they don't have their own BKB.
Oh, Monet. Oh.
Oh, he got it. Is that the? Oh no, he got the. Oh, you actually get the. You can actually get the separate one now. You get the. He got the agility.
Look at this. Look at this, Winter. They see the BKB for Monet and they immediately smoke up. They're trying to punish LFY while the Winter's Curse is cooling down while the BKB is unavailable.
Yep, but I think they're gonna lose this fight if they take a 5-on-5 because they don't have BKBs on the Razor or the SF. If it's a 5-on-5 clash. But if they pick someone off, then it's fine.
Cuckoo hunting, one super.
Oop.
Oh, he blinks into the midst of their ranks. Now the lockdown comes through. The lift to start, the follow-up is there for the Razor, and super jumping away will be met with a couple extra auto attacks. Down he goes. LFY starting to make some pretty big mistakes here down the stretch, and they might even lose Inflame. It's Apu going in, one Inflame's backing out.
Oh,
Monet wants to commit to this fight. 1437 is just way too big.
The pipe aura and the null field.
Radiant's top tower is under
He's harder to kill than the Quap. And she's been farming all game.
Come on,
They're just
no. No way, dude. Harder to kill than the Quap.
He stole the blink too. Well, it's tough to kill the Rubik anyway. We can all agree about that. The Nyx also very annoying to kill, but eventually they will.
Definitely not tougher than the Quap, dude.
Dude.
Quap, I mean, Quap had a bad game, but you know.
Okay, he's got almost the same health, right? But Quap is BKB, I guess, so that is the trump card.
But how can they have this? Like, Quap has 16 armor. How can they be equal? Or worse?
Yeah, but he's got the pipe to protect him.
Okay.
And the null field.
Okay.
Ooh. Alright, well.
And Quap doesn't have BKB, yeah.
They're not ending the game though, Winter. Like TNC is taking, fights here or there. They're being scrappy. They're not like getting blown out, but
yeah, they need the.
They're
BKB.
not ending the game.
They haven't got their BKB, the 2 BKB on the Razor and SF. I don't think they can end the game when they don't have BKB. And in the meantime, the Aegis is gonna run out, so I would think that they still need the BKBs plus the next Roshan. I think that would be safest for them.
And even then, it's pretty scary going high ground against LFY.
Yeah, but it's okay right now because they already used like buyback on Quap, so if they can kill her one time now, I think that should provide a huge window for them to take a set of Rex.
LFY rotating back towards the mid lane as Sam H goes on another deep expedition. No wards, just looking for the opening.
Pinging the Quap. This guy has no buyback. Guys.
But the sentry also planted down. Observer ward as well. LFY marching out. They see Monet. That is probably not the hero you want to start the fight on. TNC will back off. They're going to play it safe. They don't see a big opening, so go farm the enemy jungle. Try to play the economy game a little bit.
No,
Wait for that next Roshan.
They shouldn't keep farming. They need to buy a gem.
A Cuckoo, he's not going BKB anymore. He's banking on the Aegis. Looks like he had it in quick buy Winter, but now it's a Hex.
Serious? He's not going BKB? Serious? Come on, man. I think.
Yeah, he's serious.
If they lose, this is gonna be the cost, part of the cost.
Would you report him if this was a pub and you lost?
I wouldn't care, but if he's on my team, then I'll be very angry.
How many rage pings would he get?
He would get a raging team talk at the end of the game if they lose.
Oh, a fireside chat with Winter?
I don't know, man. Let's see how he plays out. I'll just reserve my judgment until... I mean, logically you should buy the BKB.
I think it's a little late. You've already cast your judgment. You can't, like, say you're reserving it now.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Okay, now you can take your judgment back. We'll see how it pans out.
Okay, Morphling is gonna win this game because he has a BKB, and SF is gonna lose this game because he doesn't have a BKB. Okay, fine. Okay, you happy now?
Judgment has been passed. Who knows what could happen though? The Hex is complete now. Could be the solution to this Morphling problem they have. We'll see how. We'll see if they can lock him down. But LFY is going for the split push here. They're not gonna take the head-on fight versus TNC, as TNC assume a little extra Roshan control, perhaps. The next Rosh could be imminent.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They're not even saving for buybacks here. Oh, okay, they're gonna back off.
Right now the game is like ultra, like going to late game, ultra late game. So vision and pick off is going to be the two important things now. Gems, good vision, and whether the bat or the Nyx finds that one pick off that will lead to the end of the game. Or maybe force like buybacks.
Well, apparently others in the game are taking note of the Shadow Fiend's items now, so...
Cool.
Draken pinged his site device. Lord Draken. What are the observers?
One of the observers.
Yeah. See,
Okay,
you're not alone, buddy.
Okay, you know one thing good about the Hex is your level 25 talent. Cooldown reduction, 40%.
Yeah, we talked about that with Dendi yesterday. And Dendi did win that game, by the way. So.
Yeah, but then they had a BKB, dude.
Oh, that's true. He had a BKB first, what am I talking about?
I mean, but we were talking about like he should buy like Butterfly. I mean, I was saying like he should buy Butterfly instead of the Hex because they needed more damage.
LFY looking for that Rosh timing. They are smoked up here on the prowl, but TNC playing very safe. As I say that, they start to peek towards mid. They're going to lead with Sam H here, hiding in the trees, knowing something's not right. The Roshan still a little ways off, it appears. LFY creep around, fire flying through the jungle, dropping wards. Sentries planted as well. Sigil gonna do a bit of scouting, and Razor out in front. Gets eyes on DDC, now the blink. BKB last, so instantly locking that Razor in position, but can they burst him? He gets the Glimmer Cape as well. The shotgun thrown at him anyway, but he just shrugs off the damage. The Requiem comes through. Now the Winter's Curse to counter it. Tusk punching the Shadow Fiend, but not doing a whole lot of damage. The Quad Bolt's there, a decent showing as both teams blow quite a bit of their payload, but yet to find the important kills. A follow-up shard's coming through. Quap gonna blink that off. Wyvern up to the high ground. Now round two, they get the Hex. Can they lock him down? The Hex works! They get the Morphling once. Will he buy back? Will they try to take this fight? It doesn't seem like it, at least for now. And the Rosh, any second now.
Thanks, dude.
You doubted Cuckoo. How could you, Winter?
Okay,
He gets another Hex! He gets another Hex! He gets the Bat Rider! Winter was wrong! Winter was just Inflame on the run. The Glimmer Cape's there. He's gonna blink forward towards Raven. The snowball in, but Tims is very far. A very spread out fight as Bat Rider heads all the way due north, and Tims is suddenly abandoned. The Courier even coming in. It wants to get a part of the action. They're still chasing Inflame. Guys, there's also a Roshan in this game. There's probably more important here. The Bat's also gonna die. And Roche, well, he still lives.
The gem was very big, and this guy has no buyback.
So Shadow Fiend, the only hero with buyback at the moment. Everyone else is bought out.
Radiant are scanning.
I mean, TNC got a really good jump there, it felt like, and LFY just not able to combo.
They screwed up their combo though. I think that, I don't know, I feel LFY was the one getting the jump, they get the lasso. They lassoed the, what was it they lassoed?
The Razor, but the Razor got glimmered, he was like so tanky.
Yeah, but the follow-up spells were like, I don't know, not correct. The morphing wasn't hitting the Razor immediately. They didn't use Power Strike after that on the Razor. They cursed and then they Sonic Wave another hero. Like, the spells were not correctly placed on one target.
Here comes the stun, the Hex as well. Now the Carapace, but good Glimmer Cape keeping the Quap alive for the moment. Low, not dead yet. Oh, Super mid-blink animation will go down. No buyback on Super, out for a long time. DDC next on the list as Sam H jumps in looking for the celebratory kill, and it'll be 1437 who zaps him down. So LFY just getting picked off, playing not together, and TNC continuously getting the jump.
Yeah, because the vision, they saw them first. They lost their gem, they didn't really get the chance to deal. Vision won them that fight, got the pick up on the top, and it's gonna give them real shun. So I think one more mistake and LFI loses this game, because the morphing does not have buyback either.
And the Morph is just not that farmed. He's only at, he's like barely ahead of his own Quap. I'm not sure if that's a credit to Super or a knock on Monet, but just
both, I guess.
43 minutes in, you'd expect a Morphling to be like the most farmed hero in the game usually.
Usually he would have like, he would be at the SF net worth now.
Cuckoo, yeah, he's got buyback as well, so killing him will be a tall order. Aegis and Cheese both given to Raven.
He has the Arcane Ruin.
Oh, they shotgun the Razor down pretty low, but the Hex coming through again. The Morphling gets pushed back. BKB waves away, leaves his team to try and take the fight alone, and the Batrider's no match for that beautiful curse coming out. That's on the whole team, but Tim still lives. Man, he can take a beating. This Tim's, what a guy. Just shrugs it off, he'll back away. Sigil stays up, they will glyph. Quap respawning soon, but no Batrider for this fight. And now the Hex again, they'll push Afu back to safety. Cuckoo in a little far. He's been given the cheese, so is the buyback if he needs it. They keep on sieging. They'll look for the tier 3, they'll bring that down. Now, I mean, just no one getting burst here. Like, the Monet throws in the shotgun and they just kind of shrug. Winter, all these hoods, the pipe, the Rubik Aura, it's really limiting what the Morphling can do. And now they get a good Hex on the Wyvern again, but a good counter stun coming through. Monet morphing into the Nixon, trying to salvage the fight, but the damage is there from Cuckoo. Brings down another, some cute plays from Monet, but just straight aggression from TNC. 3 have fallen, no buybacks available, melee to drop. TNC just outplaying LFY. That to me is the other thing that you talked about earlier. We haven't really gone back too much, but like they're so good against all this magic damage. You've got the null field maxed out. You've got a glimmer cape, 2 hoods, as well as a pipe. That's insane how much damage they mitigate. And like, where is the physical damage for LFY? They really don't have any. Because the Morphling's he's not like hitting in fights.
Yeah, but the way they're like starting the fights and using their spells are not very good also. Not very coordinated. They're not bursting targets fast enough. Not like, I'm talking about like the Roche fight in particular. They drop all their spells, but they didn't drop it together, like in the same target. Yeah,
they were just kind of either not communicating or a little indecisive, maybe, about who they wanted to focus.
They should be the ones winning that fight because they got the jump on the Razor first. Razor should be dead.
So you think in that situation, like, you just throw everything at the Razor to kill him there right away?
Yeah, it's a Razor, it's a carry. They have to like at least use the Sanking stun or someone else to like. They shouldn't be focusing split targets, and no one died.
Yeah, it seemed like Super just was like, alright, well, he's Glimmered and he's a Razor and they have this pipe, I'm not going to go for him, but then the Morphling did, and I mean, you go back and watch that fight and it's probably going to haunt LFY a little bit if this game continues the way it's been going.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under
and he had like Arcane in the tower push, I mean the base push, he had Arcane Rune on SF, so the Hex was like some 7 seconds cooldown or something.
Yeah, he's got the Talon, he
7,
got
8
the Arcane Rune, he's got the
Now he's-
Octarine
okay, now
now.
he has Octarine Core, so what cooldown is that on? Oh, 9 seconds.
9.9. And it lasts for 3.5, so it's got like 40% uptime or something like that. Oh, they're gonna make a move here. Monet caught out. Great catch by Sam H. And this is the situation where the Hex is really useful. And TNC all disconnect just to really rub salt in the wound for LFY.
I mean, it's really GG. I mean, he has no buyback. They can't defend.
Tough one for LFY. You know, they looked so coordinated and polished in the game that we cast early yesterday, but they just were not today. I mean, how much of it goes back to Super playing the Queen of Pain, just not being comfortable in the hero?
A lot of it though. Like, so much of their fights early that they lost. Like, there's definitely like 2 fights if I remember correctly. No, actually just one, the bottom. Oh no, 2. He missed 2 Sonic Waves, right? Yeah, he missed 2 Sonic Waves. But the first one wasn't that important. The second one was very important. And the other fact was like he wasn't actively looking for
Yeah, he's just farming.
Yeah,
I mean, look at his net worth. He's got almost the same CS as the Morphling.
He's not trying to like, especially in the early game. I mean, in the mid and late game, I'm like, I think it's okay for him to do that. But in the early game where they needed someone to bring the momentum of the game, when Tanking was farming his dagger and Barrider was also farming his dagger, that was the time where the Queen of Pain needed to at least try and do something. Instead of, he was just trying to react like TP if there's something happening.
Good initiation here by Sam H. Again, it's Sam H just jumping in, easily starting these fights. The Queen of Pain brought low, blinking back to safety with the BKB, but that does leave the Batrider a bit defenseless. Didn't even try to use the lasso. Everybody on LFY just getting run over. It feels like the end for their squad in this game. TNC started the day 3-1, probably about to be 4-1, unless something crazy happens. They'll just rotate top, they'll go for the next lane of racks. Epicenter comes in though, could be the opportunity. Quap ult coming through. There's the Yules to interrupt the Quap ult in too far. Will be focused in. No! Lasso on a creep from Inflate. Well, that's an instant GG. Probably too late anyway, but LFY just, I feel like that was kind of a microcosm of the game there. Oh man. LFY kind of apart.
I can blame the Queen of Pain all I want, but at the end of the day, other people didn't do their job either when it comes to the team fight. They were not as in sync. Like I think especially the 3 disables, the Wyvern, the Sand King, and the Bat, how they